Hey, nice to see you all, right? Right? Well, I'm back now, that happened. And I'm here to give you a snap review on Thin Ice. I'm sure you'll enjoy it like my other reviews, definitely. Yeah, this won't be as boring. So, the plot. Whilst the whole trapped creature isn't exactly new, with many similarities to the beast below and my definite favourite, Kill the Moon. After 53 years, it's quite difficult to find untrodden turf as far as plots go. So, the actual plot, the Doctor and Bill have arrived in Regency, London, in time for the last Great Frost Fair on the frozen River Thames. But people are being eaten by the ice, and it turns out that there's a creature under the ice, and the Doctor and Bill find out that people are being eaten to provide creature poop. Yeah, yes, the episode went there to burn in factories, and the moustache-twirling villain behind it, Lord Sutcliffe, deliberately was doing this so that he could make progress at any cost. The Doctor and Bill are captured by Lord Sutcliffe and taken to the River Thames, where he plans to blow up the ice and feed the creature from the people at the Frost Fair. The Doctor and Bill escape and get everyone off the Thames. And in one of the best comeuppances on Doctor Who, Lord Sutcliffe is then eaten by the creature, whom the Doctor frees by planting the explosives on the chains that hold it. After all this is done, the Doctor then puts some street urchins named down as the long lost heir of Lord Sutcliffe, and said street urchins go and live in his house as the heir. The Doctor and Bill return to 2017, where Nardole notices that they went off and had adventures, which is quite funny. One of my favourite scene of mine. And then we get another glimpse at the vaults, and there's someone knocking, which leads nicely into knock knock, eh? Eh? Yeah. The themes in the episode were tackled incredibly well, and the major ones, racism, Victorian. Sorry, not Victorian. Regency, ideas of progress, and morality were interwoven nicely into the story. It's also nice to see the themes affect the Doctor, Bill, and their relationship, particularly in the scene where Bill confronts the Doctor about Spider's death. One particular strength of the episode is the Doctor and Bill's relationship. Whether it's non-remembering Pete, or Bill demanding the Doctor tell her if he has ever killed anyone, their dynamic is flawless. Bill brings a fresh feel to the companion role, particularly things like the butterfly effect, which I feel that more 21st century people would understand and know about. The other particular thing with their relationship is that scene where Bill confronts the Doctor about the number of people he has seen die or killed himself following her backlash at the young boy Spider's death, and it's very reminiscent of the how many children scene from Day of the Doctor, and I feel it takes their relationship to a whole new level. Their comedy is also amazing, and both Peter and Pearl seem to be enjoying their roles, and they both provide great setups for punchlines, and literally a punchline in the case of meeting Lord Sutcliffe, which is definitely one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in Doctor Who. If this carries on, then with the same quality throughout Series 10, then they're going to be easily my favourite Doctor companion. So, some final thoughts. I particularly want to see Sarah Dollard return for Series 11. She has done an amazing job here, and it is currently my favourite episode of this series. I want a remix of The Doctor Punches a Racist. Also, the psychic paper is back. I feel that perhaps we shouldn't have had that. I prefer it when the Doctor talks his way into a situation, and it definitely feels like a get out of jail free card. For once, I didn't mind the child actors, and that is something to be said. A Doctor Who episode where the child actors aren't bad is a great Doctor Who episode. Although, why did that kid just stand there looking at the lights? It seems a bit odd. Another thing about that child's death it's actually much darker than most of Series 8, even though that was marketed as being darker. This series has definitely increased on that darkness, apart from Don't Cremate Me, which was really dark. It was also very interesting to see a companion react to their first death in front of them, which I'm surprised hasn't been done before, but it was Sarah Dollard has done it incredibly well and portrayed it realistically. And that's it. I will leave it on that particularly high note and think of more appropriate ice puns for the Empress of Mars. So yeah, I'm pretty chilled with that. And on that bad pun, I'll leave it. Goodbye.